So I know so many of you are busy in that 9 to 5 grind out there. So I'm gonna give you 10 fitness moves you can do at home without any equipment. So this move is a squat with an overhead rotation. So we're gonna work our whole body, but primarily we're gonna work our legs, our glutes, and a little bit of shoulders. Drop down into a squat, and as you come up, rotate through your spine and drive your arms up to the ceiling. Come back down to center, squat down, weight in your heels, drive up, rotate, lift your arms up into the ceiling. Let's do a couple more of those. Squat down, drive up. Squat down, pull that belly button in nice and tight, and right back to your center. So this move is a combo move, 2 moves into 1 exercise. So we're gonna start with a curtsy lunge. What that is, you're gonna drop one knee back behind the other foot like this, dropping down into a lunge. So that's move number 1. Second one is we're gonna go into a kick. Drop into a curtsy lunge, kick up to the side, back to your center. Drop down into a curtsy lunge, kick up to the side. Let's move to the left now. Drop that knee back behind the other foot, kick it up, balance. Drop it back, really pushing through your front heel, working that glute. Exhale, kick, right back to center. All right, our next move is a lunge with the rotation through the spine. So anything rotating through the spine is important because we want to maintain mobility through our life, through our spine. So watch these 2 moves into 1 exercise. You're gonna drop back into a reverse lunge. Hands up nice and strong, put a fist inside your hand, rotate over that front knee, back, and then step back to your starting position. Same thing on the left side. Drop back 2 90-degree angles with your feet, with your knees, rotate over that front knee, back to the starting position, right back up. Now you're gonna notice you're in that down position for a couple seconds. You gotta hold, stabilize, pull the belly button in, exhale, rotate back to the beginning, step it up again. You're really gonna feel this in your legs. Step back, drop that knee almost to the ground, rotate, inhale, exhale, right back to that starting position. All right, this is a super fun move. We're gonna jump around a little bit. So don't worry, if you can't jump, you can always modify. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down into a squat, drop our hand to the ground, jump our feet together, and then drop down with the other hand. So you're basically alternating taps in the middle of the ground, in the middle of the floor, between your legs, as you do that little squat. Now, if you can't jump, just bring together, out, out, drop it into the squat. So that's your modification, just like that. This next move is called a walking plank. So we're gonna combine a push-up with a plank. So I'm gonna have you start it in a high plank position. So get your hands directly under your shoulders and your feet just wider than your hips. You're gonna drop down and you're gonna replace your hands with your elbows, one side at a time. You're gonna come back up with your right hand first, press up, and then you're gonna go down on the left side. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Now notice my hips, no rotation. I'm keeping them square to the ground the whole time I'm going down and up. Modification is knees drop to the ground. Same thing, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Complete alignment from my knees all the way up to my spine. Okay, everybody wants to work their abs, right? So this next one is all about abs. It's called a V-up. This is how we start, fully extended on the ground here, from head to toe. Now, as you come up, I want you to lift your shoulders off the ground and reach for your ankles. Just like this, V, and right back down. So this is why it's called a V-up. Your body is creating a V. Now notice my chest, very tall. Exhale, reach for my ankles. Extend on the ground, reach back up. Remember, tighten your abs, pull it up. You may not be able to get all the way up at first, but just reach as much as you can to work those abs. I suggest higher reps on these. Start with about 15 to 20. So this next move is fun, right? We're going to do a bear crawl. This really is a full body exercise, but you're gonna really feel it in your quads, shoulders, stabilizing through your shoulders and through your core. Hands to the ground, get in a tight position, tuck your toes under, and then watch, I'm just gonna simply lift my knees off the ground. Now, if you're a beginner, this may be all you can do, and that's fine, you'll just hold that position. Now I'm gonna move opposite hand and foot as I walk forward. So right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Opposites and opposites. Now I'm gonna go backwards, 4 steps back. Opposite hand and foot. Notice my knees hovering over the ground. I'm pulling my belly button in. My quads are fired up. That's a lot. Just down and back 4 reps. Let it go. and then come right back up. Now you can really build up this exercise. You may start with just 4 steps forward, 4 steps back, and you can build each time, just adding another rep each time you do the exercise. All right, this next move has a funny name. It's called dead bug. And it's hands down one of the best exercises to fire up your abdominal wall and your core. So pay attention. First thing we're gonna do is get down on the ground, lay on our back, and we're gonna get active lower legs here. So notice my legs aren't just hanging out, they're very active, flex. Now from here, I'm gonna take 2 hands and I'm gonna press against one of my knees. The first thing that's gonna wanna happen is my lower back is gonna lift off the ground. I'm gonna press my lower back into the ground and watch my left leg. Extend, exhale, bring it back. Now I'm maintaining a lot of tension through my hands to my knees and gluing my lower back to the ground. Exhale, inhale. You'll notice I'm even shaking right here. Lots of tension, one more. Good, back to center, let it go. Do that same thing on the left side just to show you a couple right here. Active lower body, tension to the left knee, glue my lower back to the ground, start to move that right leg out, breathing, and in. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. One more time. And right back down. The good thing about this exercise is anybody can do it. I would suggest starting out just 4 to 5 reps each side and then build from there. All right, this next move, I call it a break dancer move. I don't know what it's called for everybody else, but it's my break dancer move. We're gonna work our abs and we're gonna stabilize through our shoulders. Here's what happens. High plank. So set yourself up right here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick our foot through one side as we open up our body. All right? So just push this left hip down to the ground, touch, and then we're gonna go to the other side. So rotate through, look down at your foot, kick it through. So notice my body's rotating and stabilizing at the same time. I'm opening up myself side to side. Now, if this is too hard for you, here's what I want you to do. Touch through. Same thing on this side. Touch through. You want to take it to the next level? Reach for your foot. Touch. So there's 3 levels of doing this move. So our glutes are a very important part of our body. I'm going to show you a move to strengthen your glutes that's super simple. All right, this is called a glute bridge. I'm going to have you go down to your ground. Right away, I'm gonna have you take your feet really close to your body, toes are up in the air. Hands are flat with palms facing up so that you can't get any push off. From here, I'm gonna drive my hips into the air and squeeze my glutes. Looks super simple, but if you do this right, you're really gonna hit those glutes. Drive up, squeeze at the top, exhale, right back down. Let's do a couple more. Notice my toes are pointing up in the air, they're not out to the sides. Squeeze up, exhale, right back down. Now, next level is you can take your feet to the ground and you're gonna start to march in place. So you're holding that high glute position here, that high bridge, and you're starting to march in place, stabilizing through your core. That's your progression. Good, take it back down to the ground. Remember, this is all about glutes. You're gonna get a little bit of hamstrings there too. I suggest about 10 to 15 reps, great for warming up, also just great exercise overall.